Welcome to some One Piece action. If you're new to the channel, please give us a subscribe. If you're a returning viewer and have not subscribed yet, please give us a subscribe. It definitely helps the channel grow. All right. So we are dibbling and dabbling in the carrot deck. Why didn't we play the stage first? This is crazy. So I guess we're forgetting that this stage gives active Dawn, because we could have just played the stage, got an active Dawn, then played the character, right? Oh, it looks like we're learning. Okay, cool, no problem. So yeah, we're dabbling in carrot. Came up with some builds, some directions. There's like 2 directions we can take carrot in at the moment. Of course, we have to test things out. So this is one direction. This is one direction. I don't know. So ideally, what we're doing in this one is all about that. Well, not all about that. The new search card. The new search card seems to help. I think a lot of decks that don't have boss cards built into them, built into their system, and have to borrow from somebody else's system. Carrot's one of them because like everything's a 5-drop for the most part. Bart is in there to help cycle out dead cards. So that was like another problem I noticed with Carrot. It was like, okay, you want to play 4 copies of the stage, but you don't want 4 copies of the stage to start showing up. And maybe like, let's say Electrical Luna and you had these little issues with cards just becoming full-blown bricks. So I was just like, wait a minute, Bart completely goes with the flow. Like completely goes with the flow. Let's put Bart in this and he just can help us cycle out bricks. So he's a good addition to Carrot. Hopefully, when we do have a final build, or just anybody out there, if you don't play Bart, try playing Bart. Because it's relatively easy to allow Carrot to use her leader ability. That Luffy's gonna be in perpetual freeze. Perpetual freeze. Oh, and there's the 10-drop Shanks. Such a bully. That's funny. Yeah, let's block. Get rid of Luffy, but Luffy was getting frozen anyway. Dag. If only we had like one more thing to reactivate Dawn, because I would 10-drop and then get an active Dawn and then play the search to try to find another 10-drop. Like that would have been my goal. But you do what you got to do, and this is the circumstance. Green can get real scary. That 9-drop Luffy. Green can get real scary like later in the power creep, when they start releasing more cards that can activate your Dawn. There was a reason why oh my god, what a top deck. There's a reason why that Odin leader was making you discard a card just to get 2 active Dawn back. And that stage, that Wano stage, a little too what do you call it, overbalanced. It was like, come on, I'm not 1 card for 1 Dawn, like you tripping. The power of the freeze is that it allows you to just ignore everything. But yeah, Carrot can be a strong leader, great for the early game, and great against aggro-y decks. So like, I don't know, unless your system is mechanically broken. Normally a more aggro-y deck is a deck that has lower drops so they can really help push the board. Obviously things like Zoro or the original Zoro deck, and anything with an overwhelming mid game like the Doflamingo, deck that was able to just keep pushing the board by pushing out 4 drops and stuff like that. Carrot's real good against these things. And then of course, you see the power of a 10-drop Dofi, really able to control the narrative here. So that's how I feel that new search card allows decks like Carrot and anything that just doesn't have a boss card for its system. Just now you can safely borrow other people's boss cards. Like, hey, can I get that boss card over there? Thank you. Damn, that Bart would have been a nice look. So that is the downside of that search card, is there's a threshold of 4 and up. That is the downside of it. So if there's any good pull that is 3 and lower, you just kind of have to shrug your shoulders. That's interesting. Okay, I respect it. Let's just get a body down. He saved that. Well, Pedro's ability is strong enough to still have some targets. Well, we're definitely gonna stop that Zorojoro. Dag. He got a board right now. That's crazy. Well, we do have enough life to take, or we can do that. True. I was gonna say if we block, we can KO. And then next turn, try to take something off the board with that leader ability. Wait, the stage. Oh, you want, okay. The stage will only allow you to swing for 6. So hopefully this is making sense. Like I said, this is a work in progress. Of course, when we feel comfortable enough, we will have a deck list. Or if we're stuck, if we're stuck, and I always state that in the videos, if we're stuck, but it's like there's some potential going on, then it's like, hey, anybody got any ideas to get this deck where it needs to get to? But for the most part, what you call it, for the most part, I think we're moving in a decent direction with Carrot. Now the thing I do hate is what you call it. The thing I hate is how that Demon Face card, just talking about a single card right now, it's like you look at Gravity Tiger and you can understand the difference in power between Gravity Tiger and the Demon Face card, but it's just like, come on, when is it gonna have its time to shine? I get it, the characters have to be rested in order for you to use its ability, blah blah blah, but it's like Doflamingo was wreaking havoc out in these streets. You know what I'm saying? That card definitely could have got used then. The Chopper package, in my opinion, can get used because Gravity Tiger is still a good functioning card against that deck. So here's basically the same thing for One Less Dawn, but it just gets no love, sees no play, and I find that weird, but understand it, because Gravity Tiger hits 6, that hits 5, so it does have a, is it a bigger window? I think that's it, a bigger window to not be playable. It's just like, oh, I can't play this. Oh, can't play this. This looks bad. What the heck? Or well, we luckily we have a blocker on the board. We have a blocker in our hand. We can't free Sanji because we can't rest him. So we gotta try to figure this out. Oh, he's trying to bait the block? You might as well. I would have just swung with carrot. It was like swing with carrot, you lose your ability to target the blocker, right? And then he'll block, and then you Dofi is what my imagination was saying. So the opponent does have a swing if they want to swing with their blocker, but we have a blocker up, and they didn't remove anything from the board. Okay, I respect that play because now we have 4 attacks. Four attacks. Yeah, we have to go for a game. That math is just scary. That's a poke for 7. Mind you, they do have a blocker on the board too. Okay. Wow. Okay, that was a solid play. Okay, we got pressure out. We're gonna have 3 blockers on the board. We got them to block with something. Okay, cool. So now they don't technically, unless there's a rush character involved, they only got 1, 2, 3 attacks. Ooh, rest day dawn. Yes. Rest that dawn again. Because now you don't have to worry about Sanji. Right? 1, 2. Cool. Oh, that's a different Sanji. I hope he didn't have Rush Sanji in his hand. That's crazy that we needed to do this. Wow. Yeah, see, that's the importance of Bart. I mean, granted, we wouldn't have access to the ability, but he helps cycle cards out that just turn to bricks, because that's one of the problems with Carrot, especially since this meta is more top heavy, you know. Definitely favors a curve. So with that being said, that usually at some point just things stop working, things stop functioning. Yeah, that's just too much at the end of the day. Ooh, we got a 9-drop Shanks. Dag. Yeah, I was just like, all that was tough decision making. All that was tough decision making. We got 2 Barts. It's real tough. I think it really holds a deck back when Bandai does not release a top end for them. You know? Because I think I've named a bunch of decks in the past, but I'll try it real quick again. So you got like Carrot, you got Iceberg, and that's all I got off the top of my head. It's like, Impel Down, purple Impel Down. It's like, why the heck is my boss card a 5-drop? Like, for real? Like, why? And then you come out with EBO 1 and 2 and still don't give me a higher drop. Like, why can't we have higher boss cards? That's the thing also I like about the search card for Carrot is the fact that because a lot of the core cards are 5, you pretty much still finding pieces that you want. Can you bottom deck stuff? Sure, that's a thing, but like a lot of times you're still gonna find pieces that you want, and I think that's cool. So now we got our stage out there. In a moment we could just get a Minx character on the board, we can really turn the deck on. Yeah, 0 targets. I like that Marco has shown his face in this meta. I was like, I know he's not a Sakazuki, but come on now. He should still be able to be relevant. The order in which. Yeah, he's not swinging with other pieces. He's avoiding getting his characters frozen. Yeah, so it's gonna have to be that. No target, sadly. Pick something to rest. Oh my god, yeah. So 1 got bottom decked. So that's all 4. 1's bottom decked. I'm surprised we're going for lead. I would have went for character. Just to be, just for things to be a bit safer, I would have went for character. But what you call it? Yeah, gonna lose our Carrot. Luckily, we have another one in hand. Oh, we're gonna go straight for that Shanks. I respect it. Yeah, we're gonna have to block. Too much pressure at this point. I think we can just go for a Carrot drop now. Freeze Whitebeard. Restand a Dawn. Is that forced? Yeah, I think that's forced. Well, that's not too bad to bottom deck all that. You can get another. Oh, would that have worked that way? Could we had just no. That's all in one shot. But for the most part, we could have I think we could have forced out. I think we could have forced out a Zunisha, right, or a Zoe, whatever that thing is called, and restood another Dawn. But then no. That gets a Minx on the board. Feels like a convoluted get you nowhere play. Anyway, so in my imagination, we probably could have put the Dogstorm guy out, froze No way, he feeds like just a 5 or 6. I can't remember off the top of my head. Forgive me. I'm just thinking he's just like Carrot, but you could have played Carrot, froze Whitebeard, right? Restood Dawn, and then I don't know from there. We had 9, right? Probably technically could have played another Carrot and froze homeboy there, Marco. I say might as well another Dog Storm. It's so late in the game. That's scary. Okay. Well, you can't rest the big guy over there because he's 6. But I think it's still worth potentially freezing the board. Okay, let's go for an attack. Oh, we're going straight for lead. They should counter out. In my imagination, I would have like poked at a character, see their response, see if they chuck. Well, that's Shanks. No, Shanks is better to go for lead. See how important boss cards are? I don't understand printing out a group, printing a deck out and not giving them a boss card. Boss cards are important. So you kind of mess up a big flow of a deck if you just don't give them any boss cards that innately work with them. Like, I can see it now. It doesn't matter the character. I don't care. You come out with like an 8-drop, and the 8-drop allows you to use your leader ability again. Like leader ability rests something little, and then when the character is rested on your opponent's side of the board, you rest everything on their board. I don't know. Just saying things. That's hilarious. That was a top deck Hail Mary. All that stuff. Lord have mercy. That was crazy. Well, it is a mixed deck, right? So a lot of probability. But what? Thanks for watching.